Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, it's never enough? Maybe you're scrolling through your feed, seeing friends with perfect grades, perfect smiles, perfect lives. While everyone else seems to have it all together, you're left wondering if you're the only one struggling to keep up. The pressure builds. Parents expect top marks, teachers want more effort, friends seem effortlessly confident. You try your best, but every mistake feels like a spotlight on your flaws. Behind every perfect post is a hidden struggle, a silent battle no one talks about. It's exhausting, isn't it? The fear of falling behind, of not measuring up, can make you feel invisible. But what if you're not alone in feeling this way? What if the truth is, nobody is perfect, and that's okay? Let me tell you about Anya. But Anya's smile had 1,000 worries. A missed point on a test, a forgotten homework assignment, a moment of awkward silence in class, each one felt like proof she wasn't good enough. She compared herself to classmates who seemed to breeze through life, wondering why she struggled so much. The more she tried to be perfect, the more she felt like she was failing. The pressure weighed on her, stealing the joy from her achievements and turning every small setback into a mountain. Deep down, Anya wondered if she'd ever be enough, just as she was. The day of the big exam results arrived, and Anya's hands trembled as she opened her score. She stared at the grade, heart pounding, tears threatening to spill. Despite all her late nights and endless studying, she had failed. The numbers on the page blurred as shame washed over her. She had always been the smart one, the dependable student everyone counted on. Now, she felt like a fraud, exposed and empty. The whispers in the hallway seemed louder, the glances sharper. Everyone else seemed to be moving forward, celebrating their successes, while she was stuck in a moment she couldn't escape. Anya replayed every decision, every answer she'd gotten wrong, convinced she'd let her parents, her teachers, and herself down. The weight of disappointment pressed on her chest, making it hard to breathe. Alone in her room that night, she wondered if she'd ever recover, or if this failure would define her forever. But then, something unexpected happened. Gently, Mrs. Kapoor sat beside her and asked if she was okay. At first, Anya hesitated, but the warmth in her teacher's eyes made it safe to open up. She confessed her disappointment, her fear of not being good enough, and the crushing weight of her recent failure. Mrs. Kapoor listened without judgment, then smiled softly and shared her own story. Years ago, she too had failed an important exam, one she thought would ruin her future. She described the shame, the tears, and the feeling of being left behind while others moved ahead. But over time, she realized that her failure didn't define her. It became a turning point, teaching her resilience, empathy, and the courage to try again. Anya, she said, imperfection is part of being human. We all stumble, but it's how we rise that shapes who we become. For the first time in days, Anya felt a flicker of hope, and the burden on her heart began to lighten. Mrs. Kapoor leaned in and shared a story Anya had never heard before. There's an old tale about a water carrier who had two pots, she began. One was perfect, the other had a crack. Every day, the cracked pot leaked water along the path, feeling ashamed of its flaw. But one day, The water carrier pointed out the trail of beautiful flowers blooming where the water had dripped. The crack, once seen as a weakness, had created something wonderful. Anya listened, the metaphor settling deep in her heart. Perfection is a mask, Mrs. Kapoor explained, but authenticity is strength. Our flaws don't make us less, they make us real, relatable, and capable of growth. Anya realized she wasn't alone in her struggles. Everyone has cracks, even those who seem perfect. What if, by chasing perfection, she was missing out on her true potential? What if her mistakes were actually stepping stones, not stumbling blocks? For the first time, Anya saw her failures differently, not as proof she wasn't enough, but as evidence she was learning, growing, and becoming someone stronger and more compassionate. Little by little, everything changed. Anya began to forgive herself for her mistakes, letting go of the harsh self-criticism that once echoed in her mind. She stopped hiding her flaws and started shining. When she stumbled, she picked herself up with kindness, not shame. Her laughter became more genuine, her friendships deeper, as she opened up about her struggles and found others who understood. The pressure to be perfect faded, replaced by a quiet confidence in her ability to grow. Anya discovered joy in progress, not perfection, celebrating small victories and lessons learned along the way. Her self-esteem blossomed, not because she never failed, but because she realized her worth was never tied to flawless performance. In accepting herself, Anya inspired those around her to do the same, creating a ripple of courage and compassion that reached far beyond her own life. Don't let the fear of imperfection hold you back from your dreams. Start by practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend. When you make a mistake, see it as a lesson, not a failure. Celebrate your small wins, no matter how minor they seem, because progress is built one step at a time. Reach out for support when you need it. You're never alone in your struggles. Take a moment to reflect on your unique strengths and qualities, what makes you, you. Remember, your worth isn't measured by flawless achievements, but by your courage to keep going. You are enough, just as you are, and your journey is valuable, cracks and all. Your journey to self-acceptance begins today. Remember, nobody is perfect, and that's what makes you extraordinary. You are worthy, just as you are.